So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise.
And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Now that's a fine challenge. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Under. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I'm looking forward to what...
And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Ah, that's a fine interception. He's had a shot! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to break through. Well, would you believe that?
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Acerbi, but it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Milinkovic-Savic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Locatelli. Milinkovic-Savic. Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Locatelli gets across to intercept that, tries to pass it through. Kramaric. Olise. Olise making good progress on the right-hand side. Nice control. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! Fantastic from Marmoush! A finish of true class! The first significant strike. And how about that for a volley, executed to perfection.
Marmoush simply judged everything beautifully. That takes a lot of training ground practice, and we know what practice can make.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Bellingham. Great vision. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United have their third corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a delicate pass. Oh, that was vital. Olise. Now Kramaric. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. That's the keeper's ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Shaw. And here's Saint-Maximin.
Oh, great feat, that.
And here's Bellingham. This looks promising. Great, there's the shot! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Olise is onto it in a flash. This is a promising build-up. Saint-Maximin.
This is the time you need that pace.
Locatelli. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goes down, but nothing given. Olise. Marmoush. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Milinkovic-Savic. Marmoush. Olise.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Under. Conte. And it's Bellingham. No, that's been intercepted. Olise has created one goal already. Barella. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Under showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, they could break here. Barella. Conte. Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tries to play it through. Kramaric. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bellingham. To Barella. And it's Bellingham. Olise. Joelinton. And here's Saint-Maximin. Oh, that's fabulous.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Milinkovic-Savic. Kramaric. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Kramaric. Spread to the right. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicely aimed pass. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Wan-Bissaka. Under. Now it's Bellingham. Looks to the other side. Locatelli. Knocks it into space. Kivior kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Wan-Bissaka.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played, well played. Now, can they get him away? It is a corner.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 97, Saint-Maximin. Number 6, Bellingham. Number 11, Under. Number 23, Barella. Coming on the field, number 19, En-Nesyri. Number 10,
Cleared without hesitation.
Number 26,
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 21, Dybala. Substitutions taking place.
Wan-Bissaka scooting forward. And this is Ronaldo. Backward it goes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Driving on and making good progress. Gyökeres is wide and looking to get onto this.
There will be 1 minute
Dybala.
added time.
Dybala carries the ball down the right. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he was alert to it. Olise. And that's it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try